If you're wondering like me, you should watch this video because I did a deep dive, and I mean a deep dive into the numbers for the last 90 days to tell you exactly what's selling, what's not, what that means for you. So, interesting fact number one is that Cinco Ranch has a 57% fail rate in the last 90 days. And what I mean by that is that 57% of the homes that went on the market in the last 90 days never sold. Either they were taken off the market, withdrawn, or expired. And this is a big deal because it tells us that the market isn't, broken. It's just selective right now. Homes that check the boxes, which we're going to talk about in this video, are still moving. The rest, they're just getting filtered out pretty quickly. Fact number two is that the $450,000 to $650,000 price band is where sellers are struggling the most in Cinco Ranch. The last 90 days, only 48 sold, while 78 were taken completely off the market. And in Cinco Ranch, this is the toughest segment right now, and you might be wondering why. In my opinion, because this middle tier is competing directly with brand new construction homes and builders in places like Ellison and Centera. Buyers in this price point have a lot of options. They can go with a new build with warranties, incentives, and modern finishes, or they can go with an older home in Cinco Ranch that might need some updates. And the truth is that if your home isn't feeling fresh to them, it's getting passed over because this segment in particular has a lot of options. Number three is that the luxury segment in Cinco Ranch is actually outperforming expectations as a whole. Homes priced $650,000 and up had 50 homes sold versus only 35 active listings. And to be honest, that's one of the healthiest ratios in all of Katy right now. And what's driving that to me is in the luxury market, it's harder for builders to replicate that. They do not have large lots, they do not have swimming pools, mature landscaping, or neighborhoods close to golf courses and stuff. So I feel like in the resale market, the luxury market is still thriving. Fact number four is, from what I saw in the data, is that the under 400,000 segment is where it is saturated with inventory. This area is flooded and fatigued. In the last 90 days, there's over 90 active listings and only 32 of those sold. This is another segment that is fighting an uphill battle against new construction homes, especially in new construction communities like Centera, where they have more affordable entry-level buildings. I mean, in this segment, if they are not getting a pool or a large lot, they would rather go to a new construction home with a very small lot but modern finishes and warranties. So if your home falls in Cinco Ranch under the $450,000 and it hasn't been updated or touched in years, presentation and pricing definitely matter a lot. Otherwise, you will lose to home builders. Fact number five is that pools, they are the difference maker in Cinco Ranch right now. Homes with pools are killing it. 62 sold versus only 36 still active. Across the board, no matter which price band they're in, they're selling faster, they're selling more consistently, and for more money. Again, it's probably because home builders cannot replicate that. On the flip side, homes without a pool, over 108 were taken off the market versus the 65 that sold. So if you don't have a pool, you need to bring something else to the table, whether it's updates, curb appeal, or aggressive price strategy, or you risk being part of that 57% that just doesn't end up selling right now. Number six is the newer homes in Cinco Ranch are dominating the market, similar to pool homes. What I mean by newer homes is homes built after 2006, which is basically the newer sections of Cinco. They are definitely selling for more, and they are sitting for fewer days on market. We are starting to see a pattern here. Basically, buyers want newer, cleaner, and easier. The older homes built before 2005, unless they've been updated or they're aggressively priced, again, those are just kind of lingering and sitting, similar to the non-pool homes. Fact number seven, it is some good news. Cinco Ranch is still holding its ground against nearby new construction. So I also did some data against the the new construction communities, and compared to communities like Ellison and Sonterra, Cinco overall is performing better, especially because it doesn't have builder incentives driving the traffic. The average price per square foot in Ellison right now is about $178, and in Sonterra it is $166. In Cinco Ranch, overall, the price per square foot is somewhere between $186 and $194. And this is just a little bit of proof that established location still matters to buyers ultimately. Buyers are still willing to pay a premium for the top tier schools, the mature landscaping, the commercial and infrastructure that is established and close by. So if you are a seller in Cinco Ranch, or you're thinking about becoming a seller, here is what this data means. Number one thing you have to keep in mind is that your competition just isn't your neighbor, it is the new home build communities close by. If your home is under $550,000, you have to make sure it shows like the home builders close by, or you have something that they cannot replicate. If you're luxury in Cinco Ranch or have a pool, you're in the best position possible. Likely, your home will sell if it's in good condition and priced correctly. If you're a buyer in this market, it's definitely about patience and positioning. Truth is, even in Cinco Ranch, the best homes that are priced right and updated are still moving very quickly. If you're open to a home that has been sitting a little while or might need a little bit of cosmetic updating, you definitely have some room for negotiation right now, especially if it's been sitting for over 60 days. And if you want the full breakdown on the trends and the numbers and how Cinco Ranch is stacking up against the rest of Katy, you can download my 2026 Cinco Ranch guide. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.